Welcome back, episode 16. Yours truly and yours truly. Um,
Hi, everybody.
excuse me, that was a burp. Hopefully the mic didn't pick that up.
Yum.
So today we're gonna address who's the more dominant species. I'm just kidding. Today we're gonna
Females, women.
we're gonna address not addressing but discuss something that we stumbled upon while watching
his
Andrew
favorite,
Tate.
his hero.
Andrew Tate, who is not my hero, who is just someone who has
His-
opinions that are fun
somebody-
to listen to.
Somebody who
Who what?
Kay aspires to be when he grows up.
But yeah, so he was in an interview and he was even talking about the different dynamics and value when it comes to men and women. So I posed the question on my Instagram as far as who has more value in today's society in 2022. Who has more value in today's society? What do you think? Men or women?
I just feel like, first of all, in his results, 60% of the
About
people
60 to 65
said
said women.
women. But I'm interested
I need to see
know
how many people voted.
That's
Like,
the thing. First of all, you need to see how many people voted,
I know how
and
many,
you need
yeah.
to see
who voted for
who
what.
voted for what. Because
Right.
in my eyes, men are going to pick men and women are going to pick women.
Possibly, but
Like,
what do you think?
It needs to be extended. I think women
Have more value in today's society.
in my opinion. See, this is the thing. Like, there's so many ways to go about it that
In my opinion, wait, let me get
course.
this straight. It's
surprise
5/22 Tuesday, July
surprise,
the 26th, 2022, the day I get canceled.
That's why he is. What's his name?
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate. Kay's Andrew Tate.
I believe in today's society, men have more value. And there's a difference.
Wait,
There's a
I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Because you're thinking, okay, like if you think of it like how people value
exactly. But let me explain why I said what I said.
Go ahead. Why'd you say what you said?
Do you want to go first?
No, I'd like to hear him then rebuttal.
The reason, I don't want.
notes.
I want you to. I'm going to give my explanation of why I think, and I want you to give your explanation of why I think, and then we can discuss. Right?
What is
Maybe
this,
I
a
can.
debate or something?
Maybe I can sway your mind.
Go.
So I think men have more value in today's society, but women are more valuable. And there is a difference. So think about it this way.
Is that your quote of the day?
That could be my quote of the day. So men have in 2022, men have more value, but I think women are more valuable. Why did I say it like that? Ugh.
Say it again.
Let me rewind.
Valuable.
All right. I think men have more value in today's society, but women are more valuable. Why? And the reason why I say that is because think about it this way: the Mona Lisa, the painting, right?
Have you been thinking about this?
No.
for a really long time?
Mona Lisa, the painting, right? To me and you, it doesn't bring you anything. It doesn't. It's a nice art.
How do you know?
It's a nice picture to look at,
Mm-hmm.
right? But if we put it in our house right now, it doesn't add anything to us.
It doesn't add value.
It doesn't add value to us, but it's worth millions of dollars, so it's definitely valuable. But it doesn't add value, right? Now, going back to what I said, men, I think, have more value in today's society, but women are more valuable. The reason why I say that is because physically, a lot of this world revolves around physical capabilities. And naturally, just with men are just physically more opposing than women. Two, which sucks, which is again, emphasis
reality.
on that sucks. But there are a lot more men in higher power positions
That's true.
and who have the ability to make higher powered decisions than women.
True.
That's a fact as well, right? Women are overlooked a lot more. That's why I feel like men have more value, right? If you could say this guy or this girl, who could be more useful to me, majority of the time, without knowing who they are or having a brief description of them, you would go for the men. The reason why I think women are more valuable is one.
I don't disagree with that.
Right. One.
Because that's just the reality.
Right. True. Women just are. I personally hold women up to a higher level and pedestal than men because I just personally think women are capable of a lot more, but they just haven't been given the opportunity. Save.
Wow.
That's true. I just think women haven't been given the same amount of opportunities. But the flip side to that is why.
What makes women valuable?
Here's why. In 2022, today's society, women are more valuable because women can push agendas a lot more than men, solely, an emphasis on solely, because we are in 2022, the world, the times of social media, of looks. There is a reason why when you go to a club or a bar, women get in free and men don't.
How would you know?
That's an assumption. There's a reason why women can get into places for free that men can't. The reason why, that's the reason why if you're on a yacht or something, more than likely you'll see the guys steering the wheel, but you'll definitely see women surrounding him in bikinis laying out, solely because of looks. Looks sell in 2022. It is the age of social media. They sell. That's why I mean by.
But that's how it's been forever. It's not just like that now.
Well, true, but now it's more emphasized. Now there is a microscope on every little thing.
I just think now, like, because of the way it's been for forever. I mean, this is not a new concept that men hold power and women, cling on to that power. Like prostitution, I mean, that stuff has been around for forever. But
true,
I think now, let me finish.
Yeah.
I think now. Now I think women see that, they realize that this crap isn't going to change, so now women are
using that to their advantage,
which honestly I have to think about that. That has
so
to
y'all women, you guys got to get it together.
That has to go into my brain a little bit about whether that's a good thing. I mean, it's like men are so easy. Like freaking, you see women, all these OnlyFans accounts, women can post pictures of their feet and can gain millions and millions.
Speaking of feet,
because of fool men who have the money because they have that high power, and then women are like, well, I can get this easy money and then I can make whatever of myself or just live off of that money because there are men who are freaks and creeps, but then have that money. Even if, and you know what's also interesting? Most of the freaks and the creeps and these people who
Freaks and Creeps sounds like a Snoop Dogg album.
Whatever. All these people who are into this stuff are the people who are in high power, and abuse their power, and then have that money and use that money towards things like this.
True,
so
but at the same time, you have to understand, although men are the ones essentially, I don't want to say dictating that. We are, because obviously, if you're making millions of dollars on a social media platform like OnlyFans, why would you stop? If somebody wants to pay me money to see my feet, see my feet. If somebody wants to pay you money to see your feet, look at your feet. But at the same time, you have to understand something, that to a certain extent, women are doing it to themselves, right? Yes, it is easier to make money in 2022 by showing a little bit of skin on social media. It's definitely a lot easier, but you have to understand something. They're making that decision to do that.
I agree. So this reminds me of for example, the way Muslims are perceived, right? Like the terrorist Muslim, thing, or the way Black people are portrayed, right? And there's people who are, people who look quote unquote Muslim, whatever, beards, hijab, whatever, or Black people who do bad things, and then you're just fueling what everybody thinks that are the typical stereotypes. So it's those people are ruining it for the people who are trying to get rid of that stereotype of, let me finish, because it's coming.
I don't think so. I don't agree with that.
Let me finish it. Okay. For example, Muslims are terrorists, right? And then those people who do stupid stuff, Muslims who do stupid stuff, then you see those Muslims and you're like, oh yeah, see, this is why I think Muslims are terrorists. Or you see a Black person doing something bad and you're like, see, this is why I think Black people are blah, 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 whatever this situation is. So then it's with women who do that, it's but then you're fueling into the perception of what people have of women, that they're easy,
but I disagree with that.
Whatever.
I think women are the ones fueling
that,
because to your question, but to your thing, no, because to your examples, you're talking about outsiders. No Muslim is going to condone another Muslim. If you see a Muslim perform a terrorist act, no other Muslim is going to
But same thing with women.
Agree with that.
Same
No,
thing with
no,
women.
no, no. Because
Like as me as a woman, I do not agree with the things
yes,
that they're
but
doing.
but watch this. No other Muslim is going to condone that type of act. No other African American black person is going to condone
not
any type.
other.
Right. If you see somebody doing something stupid.
Okay, but that's because we are.
But what I'm saying is when somebody posts something on their Instagram, right? Let's say a half naked picture of a girl. Yes, men are liking and commenting too, but women are the ones doing the hyping. Yes, queen. Yes, hot girl summer. Show that tan line. That bikini is fire. You guys are the one hyping them up. So now what? Man, I killed it on this IG post, this Twitter post, this TikTok. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Muslims aren't saying, "Oh, he bombed the World Trade Center. Do it again. Do it again."
You're talking about women who are in the same realm as other women. There are other types of people. Like, for example, like that's not something that I would do, and that's because of just like I feel like.
But would
we
you
should be putting
exactly?
ourselves
But would you comment on that post and say, "You shouldn't do this. This isn't a good reputation of
no." But
women."
would you do that
exactly?
to another?
But no, I wouldn't.
Muslim or a black person?
Of course, if a Muslim comes out and say, "I'm doing this for the sake of my religion and my beliefs," I would say, "Are you an idiot? Islam does not teach that. It does not teach that." I would.
Like, go ahead. If it was,
of course,
for example, if it was like a friend, then of course, yeah. But I'm talking about like these girls who are influencers who have thousands of followers.
Right.
Then
of course, because my comment is not going to do anything.
For example, okay, FouseyTube, he's Muslim,
right?
So like he's made.
But he's changed.
No,
he's
but
changed.
I'm saying in his past,
right.
What did you comment on his post?
Of course not, because my tiny comment is going to disappear.
So that's what I'm saying with these girls.
Yeah,
like,
but
you think I'm going to comment and be
but you have. I feel like there's several friends that don't come to mind, but I feel like
my friends.
There is like I'm not gonna put listen.
Everybody think about my friends.
No. It's just it could be people out there, friends or acquaintances that that you follow on IG that do
I
put
comment
that you could put that you don't. That do potentially put themselves out there, and you don't.
After this, we're gonna talk about who these people are because nobody's coming to mind in my head.
Right, but I'm saying
everybody's like,
huh?
Is Kay talking about me? Is Kay talking about me?
So, but that's why and again, this is going back to why I think men have more value, because in my personal opinion, I think just the way this world is and the position that men are in, unfortunately, the positions that men are in have more value, but women could be more valuable
if they put themselves to a higher standard. But it's it's unfortunate that like this is the cycle that we're in, where like I said, it's been around for forever. This is not anything new. It's just now we have all these platforms where people can make money off of
That's
it.
why I said 2022 and not 19.
But even in
something,
19 whatever,
it wasn't because
Same
it was
thing.
different, because that platform wasn't there for women to really expand. It was not there. It's a lot easier now.
But the concept, it was still around.
Women,
like men would put women in some sort of power based on their looks, or based on if you take a couple of your buttons off your shirt, like all of that stuff has been around for forever. That power that men have had has always been there, unfortunately. And now you see more women you see both sides. I think now you see women trying to get into like the government, politics,
right,
and
as they should.
You're seeing that side,
right,
which is amazing, which is good, which is what we should be seeing, which is what we should be hyping up. And then you see the flip side, because it's easy money, because men are stupid, because men have the power and they have the money, and then women are going to be like, well.
But why are men the stupid ones?
They are
for paying to satisfy their desires. Why are they? Isn't it?
Because they're using women as, and then you could argue both sides. They're using women for just this little pleasure, but then women are putting themselves in that position.
So that's why you can't say stupid men without saying stupid women. You can't say stupid men without saying stupid women.
But the men started it.
How? We forced you to take off your clothes on social media? No, if you're doing it, they're going to pay.
That stuff is all true.
It happens both ways.
Who gets more sex trafficked, women or men?
Obviously women.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that happens both ways, but you can't say
and it's not by women.
You can't qualify that situation is saying men are dumb for paying because the women are showing their skin. If women don't show their skin, men can't pay. That's what I'm saying. So men paying is a reaction.
No.
Is a reaction.
No.
Is the
I
reaction,
disagree.
not the cause. Okay, so if men want to pay, let's say I have money, I want to throw it at you, but you're not taking off your clothes for me. What happens? I walk away. I go find the next woman. Now, let's say there's 10 women and none of them want to take off their clothes for money. What do? I go back home and I sit down and I watch TV. But if you're taking off
then you'll go sex traffic or
Exactly.
like rape a woman because men do that too.
True, but women do that too.
Please.
But don't say. See, that is a misconception. Women do that too, but at the same time, men.
You know what men do?
Watch,
Men-
hold on. Let me explain myself because I actually saw. I forget this fighter. It was a UFC fight, and hear me well. Part of his post game speech was, I think one of his friends or something, unfortunately committed suicide. So he got on the mic after his win. He did talk about his next fight and all that, blah blah blah. But he also said, change the stigma. Men start talking, right? If you're struggling mentally, seek help, right? And I implore all men, women, fish, dogs, cats, seek help if you are struggling mentally. But what you just said is part of that stigma, right? I said women do rape too. Women do commit sexually violent acts.
Well,
and your
yeah,
response
duh.
was, of course they do. It might not be. And the thing is, who knows how high that number is?
Well, it's clear as day that it's men.
It's clear. Listen,
when we're walking, okay, simple. This is simple. This is
Right.
ending the discussion. Do you get scared when you walk down the street?
as a black man in America, hell yeah.
Okay, and now compare yourself to
100%, 100%,
every woman.
but you 100%.
A woman can get catcalled
100%,
and
100%.
a fear being
I'm not arguing with
hurt.
that. I'm not arguing that. I'm just asking
that's
you to.
plain and simple. And you know
No,
why that is?
Why is that?
Is because men. I'm not saying
No, but
don't take my words.
No. But you need to redact that statement because
No,
I
won't.
cannot let that pass. Obviously, if you look at statistics, men probably do men do
Yes.
commit
Okay.
acts of sexual violence
Yes.
at probably at a higher rate than women. But the fact that you dismissed it so bad when I said women do it too is part of the reason why men can't cry. It's part of the reason why men aren't able to speak up when they're mentally broken because they might seem inferior. There are women who
Hey, listen,
commit.
I supported Johnny Depp in the Amber Heard trial.
No,
Don't-
I'm serious. I'm serious. There
I'm
are
being serious
women
too.
who commit acts of
I'm not saying
sexual
that's not
violence against
For
men.
sure.
But is right now somebody, and this is just me as a man being prideful. If something happened to me, I'm keeping my mouth closed. That's embarrassing. You let a woman take advantage. You let a woman take advantage of you. So whatever the stats are, obviously it's more in favor of men being the more violent ones. Women do it too at a probably
100%.
high rate, but it's just not as reported because obviously it's more embarrassing for men, right? But the same thing is so I don't think that's a fair statement
But
for
I
you to
also
say.
think that a lot of women have kept their mouths shut.
100%. I understand that. I'm not saying-
you can go back and
I
forth.
understand that,
with
but
this.
I'm not
I'm
saying-
not disagreeing with you. I completely agree that
You-
yes, there are
Yes,
men. Maybe
but
I said something. I take whatever I
the
said.
way you said it was
Okay,
dismissive
so
to men.
Am I allowed to
Yes,
recover?
that's why I say that's what. But I asked you earlier. Redact your statement. You said no. I'm not going
Well,
to.
I'm
No,
not
I'm
going
not going
to because my statement was that men do it more. That's a fact. That is fact.
100%. Just
So,
because one does
but-
it more doesn't mean the other doesn't do it.
Did I say that? Did I say that? No, I didn't.
Can you admit that for the public to
Public. How many times have I said it? Can you do a little counter? I've said it 100 times. I agree that of course women do things as well. Women can be also a lot more verbally abusive or even physically
Right.
abusive. It can be true. That is facts. But the reason why this cycle is here and it's been around since God knows how long is because of men. But I agree with you in the sense that because of that and because men have put themselves in a position where it's well known that you put men into the label of an abuser, a cheater. When you think of an abuser, a cheater, a rapist, you think of men. That's just what people think, right? And men did that to themselves because they were, and because of that, it is, like you said, harder for a man when they are, and maybe women secretly take advantage of that and are like, Amber Heard said it in one of her like little video clips that they had, she's like, who's gonna believe you? Like you're a man, who's gonna believe you?
Exactly.
You know. And so I get that there's that flip side too, but I mean, that's it. There's no but.
Yeah, there's no but, because I agree with you.
Yeah.
Obviously the statistics are heavily in favor of one versus the other, but doesn't mean the other one should be dismissed just like that.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
See, you try. Okay.
End it there.
You tried it. We'll end it.
No,
I got a little testy.
Things got
hey,
heated.
men, I got you out there, man.
And women, I always got you.
Right.
This is why it's good that it's a boy and a girl. If you were on this podcast with another boy, you guys would be like cranking it up.
No, because I keep it real.
I keep it real too.
You never keep it real.
Huh?
You never keep it real.
I have to bring you back to reality. That's
Spell
why I'm
reality.
That's why I'm on the. We all know what happened on the last spelling bee. Okay, so who wants the spelling bee part 2? Comment down below.
Anywho.
All right. Well, that got heated. I'm sweating on my upper lip, so let's get out of here.
All right. So long. Farewell to you.
Let us know
my
your thoughts
friends.
down below.